The question is very simple, Mohandas Pai, and this will be controversial, and therefore let's broad base it. By the way, Mr. Sabir Ali, you tell me I want to debate Bihar. I will debate Bihar separately with you, and I will prove to you how shallow your government's claims are. And I'll do it another day, by the way. Today, okay, let's go back to the subject. Mohandas Pai, my question is, the BJP.
I'll wait for your call.
Thank you. We will, yes. And I'm also waiting for the call of a certain Mr. Azam Khan today, who has transferred 3 police officers for not finding his buffaloes. I have said on the Newshour tonight, if he has the courage, he should call me right now. I have a few questions for him. Mohandas Pai, the key issue is this. The BJP, in the national election campaign of 2014, has repeatedly targeted the UPA of what? Of trying to depress the poverty figures. They say you depress the poverty figures by artificially reducing the number of poor. Tell me, honestly, is Nirmala Sitharaman on weak ground today? Sunil Alagh, your friend, on weak ground today because the BJP is accused of doing the same?
I think Nirmala Sitharaman is on very weak ground today because this is the theatre of the absurd. Both the government of India and the government of Gujarat are totally wrong, as are many state governments. But Karnataka and Tamil Nadu have gone ahead. In Karnataka, out of 1.21 crore families, 80 lakh families are deemed to be having the BPL card, which entices them to get a food subsidy and grains. In Tamil Nadu too, I'm sure Jayalalitha would have given it to 80% of people. In Andhra Pradesh, which is Nirmala's state, I think they got more BPL cards than the total number of families. So at least in South India, this level which the government of India has got, the states are giving subsidies or free food or food at a lesser price at a much higher level, and ignore this. This is only the baseline. Gujarat can say 60% I'm going to give subsidy, and I think they should.
No, so
they
after
should make
this,
their own survey. They're a big state, and instead of taking a lower limit in the center, they must take a higher level.
After this, okay, Meghnad Desai. Let's move it. Okay, 2 hands go up. Meghnad Desai. No, 1 sec. 2 hands go up. Let's go to Meghnad Desai in London because we got the satellite link for 10 minutes with Meghnad Desai. The question is this: can Narendra Modi, Prakash Javadekar, Nirmala Sitharaman, Chandan Mitra, Arun Jaitley, anyone say any more that you have made a political gimmick of poverty? Can they say so anymore with conviction after what the Congress has put out today? Yes, Meghnad Desai.
The thing to say is that if you have put on a 2004-5 figure or a 2001 figure, somebody should be sacked. Because 13 years later and 5 years of inflation later, everybody knows that that number is irrelevant. We shouldn't be even discussing it. They shut down that website, apologize for that mistake, and get on with the real task of helping the poor. Don't discuss these foolish numbers.
Don't defend them, Sunil Alagh. Don't defend them. Because when somebody gets sacked, then you're going to think that I did a big mistake coming on the Newshour and trying to defend the indefensible.
No. Can I just finish saying what I want to say?
No, so you're not going to change the number.
From what Mohandas Pai just said. 1 second. 31 lakh families are being looked after by the Gujarat government as being below the poverty line. 32. So whatever Mohandas Pai is saying, let's get down to some real numbers. I am not defending the number of 2004 at all. You never let me complete my argument in saying, look, Gujarat government, whatever it has gone way ahead. They are giving it to 31 lakh families, which is much more than Karnataka, 32. Which is
but
much more than what
that's not the subject of debate. The debate is over the number. The debate is over the number.
Now,
the debate is over the number, sir. Don't change it. Don't change the number. The number. What is the poverty line number?
I am changing the number.
I am not changing the number. Maybe, oh God, Arnab, 1 second. Maybe that number was put up to drive the government to come out with a new figure. 2004 is the official last figure. Who's going to change
no.
Government?
That's a choice you made to use the 2004 figure.
How do you push them out?
It's a choice you made to use the 2004 figure. And if the number was more realistic, if the number, my counter question to Nirmala Sitharaman. My counter question to Nirmala Sitharaman, if the number was more realistic, because I know heart of heart you agree, Nirmala Sitharaman, the figure is unrealistic. You're defending it tonight, but you know the number is unrealistic. But
I also agree.
So good you agree.
When do you get the government to change the official figure?
So where on earth did you get this number from? Sack the guy who put out the number.
No, but that's the point.
From the planning
that's
commission.
The point. 501
From the planning commission.
urban
Sack the
and
guy who put out the
328
number.
rural are figures
down
given
the
by the
website.
union government. It is a figure
Shut
which is
down the
put
website.
up on the website because it's a figure given by the union government. But we have not confined ourselves to just that. After that,
Well, you shouldn't put
we've
it up.
gotten 11 lakhs
You
more,
shouldn't put it up.
for which repeatedly letters have
You
been
shouldn't
written,
put up a
for
stupid
which the
figure
union
like that.
government has refused to give any additional stock. And those dates are available, letters are available,
You're diverting
but the
attention,
Gujarat
Arnab.
government didn't wait for it.
Nirmala Sitharaman,
They have
both the
brought
gentlemen-
in more number of people,
both the gentlemen-
covered them with their own budget and provided them
no, one
grains.
sec, one sec.
So, whether the number is right or not, whether the union government went to amend the figures or not, Gujarat government is giving the benefits for more poor.
You see, Ms. Sitharaman.
So don't miss out on that.
Ms. Sitharaman,
Instead
I'm
of
not missing out.
questioning the
I'm
union
not missing
government
out.
was laid
I'm not
back
missing out.
approach.
No, I'm not missing out on that. I understand what point you're making, but your point is half a point, I'm afraid. Because while I can ask the Congress party, how do you use the Gujarat government figures to justify your own embarrassment of a number of 32 rupees? You're the most insensitive.
1 minute.
No.
Just one little correction there. That's
but
not Gujarat
equally,
government figures. That's a figure given for all states by the union government. There is no Gujarat figure. What is given is the union government's figure.
I'm going to.
Gujarat government does not have power to alter the number. No government has the power to alter the number, which the planning commission has to alter.
Why do you use these numbers? Why do you use these numbers? 1 second.
They don't have the power, Mr. Mohandas Pai. Let me assure you, they don't have the powers to alter it, but they have the powers to bring in more poor people into the benefit
You have the power to increase and determine your own poverty line.
Different to, but there is
Mohandas Pai
possibility
ji,
to
Mr.
suggest
Pai,
from the state
don't
government.
tell me that we have the power when
That's
we
why
don't
they have
have
gone
it.
to 31
But
lakh
what we
families.
have power
Absolutely.
for is to
That is
bring
why
in
they
more
have
poor
gone to
people
31
into
lakh
the
families.
scheme.
Only at a
And that's
level,
exactly
you
what
can have
we've done.
100%
One
poverty
at
in
a
the
time,
state and
gentlemen.
subsidies.
One at a
It is
time.
your power.
Two people want to rebut
Mohandas
Nirmala
Pai.
Sitharaman tonight, who's in a little bit of a spot, if I may say so.
Mohandas Pai, let me just give you one
No,
answer.
Nirmala
Mohandas
Sitharaman,
Pai,
Nirmala
let me just give
Sitharaman.
you one
Miss
answer.
Sitharaman, 1 minute. Miss Sitharaman, 1 minute. Let me now drive this. Two people want to rebut what you're saying. And I have 5 questions to the Congress party after this, by the way.
Sure.
I will ask 5 questions to Congress, but after Meghnad Desai and Mohandas Pai contesting, they are contesting today a basic point, and I want to reiterate it for the audience. What Mohandas Pai and Meghnad Desai are saying, you criticize the Congress party for using that figure. You told the Congress party 32 rupees is a joke. You came out with a number of 11 rupees. You're justifying using old parameters and indices to come out with a figure of 11. How on earth could you do it? Did you do it? Did you not see the political consequences of it? And having done so, why are you justifying it? These are 3 questions which come to our mind tonight at pre-election. Mohandas Pai and Mohandas Pai and Meghnad Desai will first rebut you. Yes, Mohandas Pai and Lord Desai. Mohandas Pai first. Let both of these gentlemen come in.
Arnab, the government of India has determined a line and give you some grains at that line based upon number of families. The state has a full right to set its own BPL line and give subsidies over and above that to a larger number of people. Karnataka has been doing it for the last 15 years. Tamil Nadu is doing it for the last 40 years. Andhra Pradesh has been doing it for the last 30 years. And the numbers have to be larger. It's not that only some 33 lakh families are poor out of 1.2 crore families. I think in Gujarat they have to set a larger line and do it on their own. They have all the powers to do it because they can pay it out of their budget. Government of India gives some, you can set your own line. Nobody prevents you. There is no prevention at all. Other states have done it. Gujarat should do it as the leading state. And Gujarat's per capita income is 1,27,000 rupees per head. It is very, very large. They are a fiscally strong state. They must do it. And they use 11 rupees. It is totally absurd. They got muck on their face. And having criticized the UPA, I think they must stand up and apologize to the people of this country for using data.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Mohandas Pai is interpreting it wrongly. I would like to rebut him when you give me a chance.
Okay, but before that, I'd like to remind you, Nirmala Sitharaman, that our memories are long. You know, in fact, our memories are infinite. Our memories are infinite when it comes to Nirmala Sitharaman. Nirmala Sitharaman was one of the angriest people. Nirmala Sitharaman was one of the angriest people in the national capital when Rashid Masood said, 5 रुपए में खाना मिल जाता है मुंबई में पता नहीं मगर दिल्ली में मिल जाता है 2 वक्त का नहीं 1 वक्त का दिल्ली में मिल जाता है जामा मस्जिद के पास. And Nirmala Sitharaman said, what an insensitive comment for Rashid Masood to make. Today, when the Gujarat government puts out a figure of 11 rupees as the poverty line figure. I wonder, Ms. Sitharaman, whether you should really be defending this tonight. Lord Desai is putting a counter question. I will give you an equal opportunity. Lord Desai.
Yeah.
I just want to say one thing. If it was the case that the numbers were given by the union government and not revised, the Gujarat government on its website should have explicitly said, we don't believe these numbers.
Yeah.
These were given to us by the union government, but we have a much more generous standards which we apply for the poor in Gujarat. That's all that was needed. To put up the number and pretend that that is somebody else's fault, it's absolutely crass cruelty, I would say. They should apologize, they should shut down the website and sack whoever did this.
Okay, Sunil Alagh may want to reply to that. Okay, so Nirmala Sitharaman wants to go first. Yes, Ms. Sitharaman, you can still...
First of all, let me assure Mr. Mohandas Pai that even if we don't have the power, the states don't have the power to alter that figure, just as Dr. Meghnad Desai is saying now, what we have done to make up for it is by bringing 11 lakh more families into this the scheme, so that more poor benefit from what the state government can fund and extend the benefit.
No,
as regards the food security bill, which the Congress spokesperson raised initially, very clearly the Gujarat government has said that the 35 kg limit which they are giving for a five-member family will be reduced to 25 kgs, and therefore the Gujarat government on food security bill will wait till July, which is the legally permissible time, so that the benefits will then start accruing under the food security bill, which is much lesser than what the state government is giving. That's the second.
Ms. Sitharaman, no, if the figure instead of being 11 was 32, if the figure instead of being 11 was 32, would more people be brought under the ambit of the government schemes or not?
Justification is coming
if the figure was 32,
more people been,
if the figure was 32, would more people be brought under schemes or not?
Government just wants to mislead the country.
Can I just,
Arnab, the number of the poor people
Arnab, can I just add? Only because there were no revised rates given by the union government, the Gujarat government made it a point to bring in the additional 11 lakh of people. As regards the food security bill, Ms. Oza should be aware that till July 2014, every state government has legally given time to implement it. And when you implement it, please be aware the Gujarat citizens are going to get lesser than what they've been getting.
Ms. Sitharaman, I have just one question for you. I have one question for you. I have one question for you.
Dr. Desai.
I have one question for you. One question for the BJP tonight and the pro-BJP.
Yes.
One second. For BJP, pro-Modi.
Arnab, I can't understand how you are. When we are starting talking, you are intervening in between. You are allowing the people has increased 11 lakhs, and that's why the poverty of this thing has come down of 11 rupees and 7 rupees. Where is this relevant? I can't understand.
It is the core debate, sir. That's the core debate.
It's not the core debate.
Has been given some figure and
it's not the core debate.
And that's given by the second government.
What defines?
There is no separation for
There is no relevancy at all.
Of that state.
It is up to the state government.
What is fake? I'm sorry, government of India's letter is fake. Ms. Shobha Oza, you might regret it.
For the poverty.
This is the government of India document.
You have to defend on that point.
You'll regret it, madam. You're a spokesperson for your party.
1 minute, please, gentlemen.
Answer for poverty in Gujarat.
When Rahul Gandhi said...
Shobha Oza.
Nirmala Sitharaman. Nirmala Sitharaman, you tell me. Nirmala Sitharaman, 1 second.
Shobha Oza is calling a planning commission document a fake.
What, Nirmala Sitharaman, that's
Shobha
well
Oza, the Congress spokesperson, calling planning commission document a fake? I'm astonished.
Ms. Sitharaman, I am also astonished. I wonder today, in August of 2013, Rahul Gandhi says poverty is a state of mind, and you were all so angry. Right?
Yes, certainly.
No, 1 second, 1 minute.